In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still arrives.
Moving on to the NBA Finals. The 2020 Western Conference champion.
Welcome. Yes, we are in the NBA Finals. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Stop. We knew this. Well, should I say I knew this? Yes, if you're new to this channel, you know, I am the Laker Prophet. Hi, you have just stumbled upon the Laker Prophet's YouTube channel. Us being here is largely in part by me. You know, I have prophesied it. I have cleared the path for them to make it to the finals. I predicted that the Clippers wouldn't even make it past the second round when everybody had them predicted to go past the second round. Why? I just simply don't know. I don't care what players they have on the team. It was never gonna happen. It wasn't destined. But you guys still doubted me then. You doubted me in the, you know, the Portland series. Oh, they're a hungry team with the dream. Slapped them out the bubble. We got the Rockets. Who's gonna guard Harden? Who's gonna guard Westbrook? The small. Slapped them out the league. Now we got the ragtag comeback kids. Everyone told me, well, they're hungrier. They don't play around. It's gonna be tough. They got a Jokic. They got Murray. And now we're in the finals. Just like I predicted all these years ago. Wow. Yeah, me. Yeah. How does it feel? It feels good. It feels good. It feels almost just righteous. You know what I mean? It's just good to see not only our hard work paying off, but just in general, seeing you guys really just be so wrong. You guys told me at every turn that we wouldn't even make it here. And y'all would say, no, but it was a cakewalk to the finals. You guys said we wouldn't even be first seed back in the day. We got first seed, and then you guys said we wouldn't do this, we did it. You said we wouldn't do this, we did it. Every roadblock, we have just hopped right over the hurdles that you guys have placed, the imaginary hurdles that we had. And we've now proven that we're the best team in the bubble by far. We're making it look so easy that now the excuse is that it's a cakewalk. Even though just a second ago, we weren't gonna be able to win against these teams, we would never make it against these teams. The narrative always switches when the Lakers win. I wonder why. What's the latest narrative? Let's talk about it. Nuggets versus refs. That's what people were saying. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and look at the actual statistics. Mike Trudell tweeted this out, and he said, through 4 games, both the Lakers and Nuggets have attempted 113 free throws. That means that we both attempted the same amount of free throws through 4 games. Now, this was game 5. Don't have the statistics for game 5 because game 5 just ended. Not trying to look that up. I'm celebrating. But he said the Lakers have been whistled for 109 fouls while the Nuggets have been whistled for 97. What did we learn today, kids? That means that we have been whistled for more fouls. I'm gonna repeat that. The Lakers have been whistled for more fouls. Wow. That means that we've been whistled for more fouls. Wow. Right? So when I see refs versus Nuggets, it's confusing me, it's confusing my team because we have been whistled for more fouls, right? And we've shot the same amount of free throws. Exactly the same through 4 whole games. Wow. Are we getting this, Boots? Are we getting this, Dora? Diego? Caillou? I think I made it pretty easy to even where Sesame Street viewers would be able to comprehend, right? So when we see these whole refs sold for the Lakers, statistically, doesn't really support your claim. I'm sorry to break it down to you like that, but I'm sure any kid in their elementary Zoom classroom would be able to get it. There we go. So we just laid it to rest, everybody. Give yourselves a hand. Yes, that was a tough concept. It's been a lot of people spreading that rumor, so I'm sure some of you guys got sucked into it. Well, the refs helped. Statistically, you couldn't be more wrong. Actually, you were horrifically wrong. And it was a tragic embarrassment for you. I didn't hear that when Utah was up 3-1. You know, didn't hear that when the Clippers were up 3-1. Lakers are up 3-1 and the refs carried us. You know, it's just seeming to me that there's a bias. You know, we start steamrolling through the playoffs and now it's a cakewalk. You know, what are we supposed to do? Make the other teams play harder, make the other teams better, or what are we supposed to be worse for the other teams? Because I can also recall back to when you guys were saying we have no supporting cast. We have no shooters. How are we gonna win in the bubble when we can't even make our shots offensively? We were falling apart at the beginning of the bubble. We were. And you guys were telling me in the comments that we never had a shot. We were the worst first seed. I have these comments saved, everyone. I do. We're in the NBA Finals and you're watching from home. As far as I'm concerned, I'm in the bubble. Cheers! Now, before we move on, I just have to give a quick shout out to the Nuggets and Jamal Murray, Jokic, Jeremy Grant, MPJ. You guys are amazing. I'm talking about like the resilience I saw. I mean, coming back from 2-3-1 deficits is ridiculous already and such a great accomplishment for a young team like that. But to see Jamal Murray literally fight till like the last second. I mean, he was taking a shot, a three at the last possible second he could. He was hurt the whole game and he was just limping. He looked terrible as far as just health-wise with his, what is his knee or his leg? And he still just fought through it. And so I admire that so much because you know who I'm a fan of. Okay, so that hit me. So I was just so appreciative of that. I was appreciative of that because I just don't think that we would have gotten that from our other competitors that are outside of the bubble, if you know what I mean. The Clippers, they are not as hungry as Jamal Murray and the Nuggets are by any means. That's how you end up scoring 0 in the fourth quarter as a superstar. You're not hungry enough. Jamal Murray was infinitely hungrier than the Clippers, and so I'm appreciative that he even tried to make it a series. Obviously, they were just outmatched. I knew that as a Laker prophet. I think a lot of you knew that, but you still wanted to just believe that the Lakers would fall or something. I don't know, maybe that's your thought process. God bless you. But I know that they just put up a whole fight. You know, Jeremy Grant, very versatile, just did his thing. Jokic, of course. And they just left it all on the court. There's nothing else to say about that. And it was kind of sad to watch, truthfully. Like, final minutes of the game, you know, first of all, we had a 16-point lead earlier, and then it started dwindling. And at the very point where it started dwindling, I already tweeted on my Twitter account. If you don't follow that, follow that. But I already tweeted, I know I'm the Laker prophet. I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but we might as well go ahead and pack it up. You know, I know I had some side eyes and some people like looking at me like I'm crazy because we were losing a lead to the comeback kids. You guys said, oh, they're not gonna go down that easy. And I knew, so I just let everybody kind of look at me crazy. But you know, as the lead dwindled and then slowly started rising again, you just saw the Nuggets deflate. And it was heart-wrenching for me to watch, you know. And they had 2 late buckets where I was like, oh, they might come back. But I knew, but you guys were probably like, oh, they might come back. And it was just, didn't work. And they just kind of slowly, you just watch the hope disappear from their eyes. And truthfully, usually I love that. I love seeing that. This one it hit different for me because they really tried it and they really were, I don't know, hungry. So it hurt to watch. I was just like, dang, this is super sad. Truthfully, I wouldn't wish that on any team. So the Nuggets, though, they have nothing to be ashamed of. Clippers, infinite things to be ashamed of. We can start on the long list of just off-season, how they handle that. But the Nuggets, I mean, they just left it all out on the court. Ugh, I can't even say anything else about them. Just infinite props to the Nuggets team. I loved it. You guys made it a series. But now we're on to the finals, okay? And I'll talk about that later when we find out who we're gonna verse. I don't know if I wanna reveal it. I just have a feeling we might be going against the Celtics. Now, my Laker prophet vibes don't extend past the Lakers, so my predictions aren't always right outside of the Lakers, but I have a strong feeling. It might be the Celtics, and I'm rooting for the Celtics. I mean, I couldn't hope harder that it was the Celtics. I mean, I'm gonna be praying on my knees every night that it's the Celtics. A Laker versus Celtics matchup would be amazing for me. I would love to see that, and I just want to see it. The rivalry needs to be ignited again. Come on now, you know? But just in general, in this last series, just to cap off this series, I need to talk about a few things. Number one, JaVale, very iffy this series. Actually, just a bad series, I'll just be honest. Looked very awkward out there. He was getting bullied by Jokic, and it was just demoralizing for me to watch. So I can only imagine how it was for the team and for him. I didn't like that, JaVale. So we need to get you back to where you used to be. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Somebody enlighten me in the comments because I don't know what happened with JaVale. Kuzma, another person who disappointed me in this series. He seemed like he was taking this Michael Porter Jr. battle seriously, where every time Michael Porter Jr. would take a shot, he was doing some crazy shots. Kuz would try to go down the court and force a cool shot too. It was like the battle of the young guys, and MPJ won. Kuzma lost the battle, you know, so I didn't like to see that. You gotta stay focused as a part of a bigger picture, you know what I mean? MPJ can win this little battle. We won the war, but he was still caught up in the battle. I don't like that, you know, but he's young, so it is what it is, and we won anyways, but I would like to see him impact the team a little more, you know, this late in the game, this late in the stages. But Dwight, amazing this series, impacted the game in multiple ways. Love to see it. Obviously, Anthony Davis, LeBron. KCP has been phenomenal, phenomenal. Danny Green has stepped it up. You know, Danny Green has stepped it up. I'm not saying phenomenal, but he stepped it up, okay? He's been playing a lot of defense. Alex Caruso, phenomenal. Okay, a lot of the off-ball stuff he does that goes unseen, that isn't in the stat sheet. People say he's overrated, but I don't know how they're saying he's overrated. But his defense, his deflections, his effort, always in the play. Same with Danny Green on defense. It's been great to watch. So we're going into the finals really good. I already know who's gonna win the finals. I think I'll reveal it when we see our opponent officially. But I know who's gonna win the NBA Finals, and it doesn't even matter who we meet in the finals. That's hard for me to say because I already feel bad for the Eastern Conference. You know what I mean? Because they're still struggling to even get out of there. You know, they're struggling to meet us. They're fighting for who's gonna be able to play us. Wow. And imagine how hard it is for me, you know, to sit there and watch them fight for this opportunity to play us, already knowing who's gonna win. It's tough. So everybody pray for me and just prayers up for me, because yeah, it's a lot for me to just go through knowing already. But anyways, that's all I have for today. We just knocked down every obstacle in our way. Damian Lillard, when he started dancing, you know, Russell Westbrook was barking at us, then Jamal snarled. And yet, even still, we're just in the finals. Everything you guys said, all the comments you typed, at the end of the day, we're still in the finals, you know. I know you're hurting. I know you're sad, but it is what it is, and I hate to say it. Thank y'all so much for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you guys thought as well. Follow my social medias if you haven't yet, and check these videos out if you haven't seen it. Subscribe to the Splash Party. Y'all know the deal, man. I'm out. Come on now. And we knew this was gonna happen, and we knew it.